Hello, I'm Tridentail, and this is my AGDQ2020 submission video. I'll be showing off Diddy Kong Racing 100%, and the estimate for this category is 1 hour and 55 minutes. So, let's get started. Alright, so it's been quite a while since we've last seen Diddy Kong Racing at a GDQ. The last one was SGDQ 2017, where Mrs. Gazamluke ran 80%. And before that, this category actually hasn't been shown since AGDQ 2015, which was a race between Tofool, Oxwas, and Joe D'Amelio. Since then, the category has changed quite a bit. There's been some harder strats that have been implemented, and there's 2 brand new tricks that have yet to be shown at a GDQ. So, let's show those off right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to Taj, and we're going to switch our vehicle to the plane. There are 4 balloons in the overworld, and we're just going to get those right out of the gate.
I am the genie of the island. I'm here to help you. Good luck. Select your abracadabra. Can I make one now?
Okay. So we're gonna head to the lake here. There's 1 balloon here. 1 hiding in the trees. And last one is right in front of Down Domain, which is the first world that we're going to go to. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the pause menu and restart the race. And this allows me to skip the camera pan before the race. And one of the most important tricks in this category is cutscene skips at the end of every race. It is a 1-frame trick, and if I'm able to pause on the last frame of the race, I can actually exit to lobby and skip the cutscene where Taj gives us the balloon. And I missed the first one. Alright. So I will have to watch the cutscene in full here, which is no big deal because I would have had to watch this cutscene at a later point anyway. But from now on, every time I miss a cutscene skip, it will be about 6 seconds because I can just skip this. Alright, so this is Ancient Lake. And this track has the first key that we'll see. There's 1 key in each world. And we need to pick it up in order to access the minigame in each world. Okay, so there's the key. Now, if we want to talk a little bit about car mechanics, you'll notice that I'm tapping the A button pretty frequently. And this is actually faster than just holding the A button. So, there's a tip that Taj gives you where you let go of the accelerator before you hit a zipper. And the reason for this is because when you let go of the A button, you get a temporary bump in speed. And you can carry this temporary bump in speed into the zipper, which will give you more speed out of the zipper. So one of the main things is the more speed you have going into a zipper, the more speed you get out of it. So we kind of take that tip and we kind of exploit it a little bit. By constantly tapping the A button, we are getting that constant bump in speed. Okay, so there's a cool little trick on this track. This is Fossil Canyon, by the way. Oh dear, had too much speed there. So this is called Canyonless. I'm going to try to get this balloon and the zipper at the same time, and then I can chain the boosts so that I can launch myself into the canyon there. Okay, that's a much better pond jump. Oof, that was really close. There's a cutscene skip. Alright, now we're on to Hot Top Volcano, which is our first plane track. So I'm going to pick up a couple of bananas here. They make you go faster. And then I'm going to boost underneath the floor here, and I can actually get out of bounds. Now, I still have to fly in a particular pattern here because I do still need to hit the checkpoints, even out of bounds. So I can't fly in just whatever pattern I wish. But this is one of the more simple flight patterns. It's pretty much just an oval. Gonna go back in bounds here, get the cutscene skip. Alright, so now we're on to the first boss, and this is one of the new tricks here. It was discovered by Fash in August of 2017, so it would have been right after Giz ran at SGDQ 2017. And this is a checkpoint manipulation glitch, where we kind of confuse the game into thinking we're farther in the race than we actually are. So let's see if we can get it. Okay, so we got the second try, which is pretty decent. So there's two elements to this trick. There's an RNG element and there's an execution element. So the RNG element is that there's a checkpoint in the corner there behind the starting line that I was driving through. And you want to latch onto this specific checkpoint, but the problem is it oscillates with another checkpoint every frame. So you can drive through there and drive through this particular spot with the wrong checkpoint pretty much activated. So that's the RNG element. And the execution element is that you actually have to be driving fast enough to leave the area with that checkpoint active. Alright, so this is the first minigame. This is Fire Mountain. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to bring 3 eggs to our nest, and we have to wait for them to hatch. It takes about 10 seconds for each egg to hatch. In the meantime, CPUs can steal them, like I just stole that one from, I believe, Drumstick? Oh dear. Alright. So we're gonna hit Drumstick so that he doesn't bother us, and hopefully they don't steal our egg. Cool. So the trick to the minigames mostly is that if you move in the same way every time, the CPUs will behave the same every time. So I kind of flew in a very specific pattern so that the CPUs wouldn't steal my eggs. But this strat is also going to work out for us in the other minigames. You'll see later. Alright, so now we're going to do these 4 tracks again, but now we have to get the coins. Oh dear. Okay, so missed a coin in a zipper, but that's no big deal. Okay, almost finished here. There we go, got the cutscene skip this time. Now, the strategy for silver coin races kind of changes depending on the race. Sometimes it's better to just get all the coins out of the way on the first lap, and then you can just focus on racing on the subsequent laps. But other times you'll see, you know, maybe prioritizing bananas on the first lap so I can go faster, and then getting the coins on the other laps, or maybe prioritizing certain coins on certain laps depending on the position of the CPUs when I pass them. It depends. So I'll try to point out some of the weird coin route strategies when I get to them. So Fossil Canyon is a bit of a pain for coin challenge. It makes it very difficult to go fast and get all the coins. That one was really close. Probably should have grabbed that one. Okay. Now there's one in this pond jump here. Okay, we got it. That one can be difficult. Okay, and we got that coin, and that one, so we're good now. And actually, 1963 is a pretty good lap, so this is pretty decent. Just gotta finish strong here. Nice, and we got the cutscene skip. Okay, so Hot Top Volcano. Because we went out of bounds in the first race, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get all the coins on the first lap here so that we can go out of bounds on the second lap. And I missed that coin. That's beautiful. Okay. I think I'm still going to go out of bounds and just go back in bounds early. So we're gonna go out of bounds right here. This is typically where you see people go out of bounds, but the strat to get the bananas on the first lap is kind of more of an advanced strat. Okay. Gotta get this coin. Okay. A little rough, but we backed it up nicely and got the cooking skip. Alright, so now we gotta do this boss again, and we're gonna try to do the same trick we did last time. Okay, so didn't get it first try. You can tell you get it when the wrong way pops up. Okay, so not second try. not third try. Wow, this is really bad luck. Okay. And then right when this race finishes, I'm going to reset the console. Okay. So when we get back into the game, we're going to do the car challenge, which is one of the Taj vehicle challenges. There's 3 of them, 1 for each vehicle. So we're going to do the first one, which is the car, and then we're going to head to Snowflake Mountain. And this one is pretty much just a circle. Okay, so after this, I do need to switch vehicles again, so I'm gonna cut through the grass and land on the Taj pad. So finish the race here. I'm gonna pick up the balloon and then I'm going to honk and signal for Taj. And switch to plane. Okay. So this is Snowflake Mountain. In my opinion, probably the hardest world in this game. There's a lot of difficult tracks here. And this is Frosty Village. It used to be one of my least favorite races. I really hate it because of the huge amounts of lag you get in this race because of the snow effect. But through doing stuff like time trials and just IL balloon races, I've come to really enjoy this track. Okay, so I'm gonna use the shield here. There's typically some traps here. So I want to protect myself just in case. Bumper needs to get out of my way. There we go. And as you can see, there's no rubber banding in this game, which makes it kind of interesting because when you lap the CPUs, they can really get in your way, and you have to kind of get creative sometimes on how to get past them without losing too much speed. Alright, Snowball Valley is one of the few tracks where we don't actually restart the race, because the camera panning actually doesn't take that long, so we just watch it. Alright, so the second key is here. We're going to pick it up right now. It's kind of behind this. Kind of behind the starting line there. And this track can be kind of annoying with those snowballs there. They very, very often will ruin your day. When you run into them, they flatten you, or that can happen. You can just launch right into the face of one and then you just lose all your speed. Alright. The good thing is it only happened once though. I've definitely had Snowball Valleys where I've gotten hit by the snowballs all 3 laps. Alright, this is Everfrost Peak, which is the first plane track that's inbounds that we'll see. Ooh. So I was going for those 2 bananas there, and I I didn't turn at the right time. Gonna pick up these bananas here. Alright, so first lap a little rough. But this lap is looking much better. There we go. Oh, I totally forgot to go for the cutscene skip. 103 was pretty decent though, for Everfrost Peak. Alright, so the last track in this world is Walrus Cove. This track can be pretty difficult. So there's two levels that have these loops here. For whatever reason, we just hug the right side of the loop and it's faster. I'm not really sure why. So what I tried to do there was I tried to boost into the other blue balloon, but unfortunately missing it. It happens really often, actually. It's a lot more difficult than you think. Kinda had a bad angle there. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. So, gonna go for a bit of a risky strat here. I'm gonna boost on this narrow path and chain it with the zipper. They're gonna steal my balloon here, of course. Okay. We're gonna do it again. And the cutscene skip, nice. Alright, so now we're coming up to my favorite boss, which is Bluey. And this is actually the first time that we're going to see the hovercraft. And the hovercraft has a pretty unique set of mechanics. So, for hovercraft, when you're turning in the hovercraft, you kind of get a boost in speed. And we kind of exploit that by turning back and forth constantly. We call it snaking. And coupling that with the A-tapping is how you can go pretty fast in the hovercraft. Alright, so we're going to save this boost here. We're going to chain it with another blue balloon at the end. And we're going to kind of bonk off a wall to kind of just sail on down to the finish line. Just like that. And we'll reset the console. And you're probably wondering, well, you haven't done the coin races yet, so why are we leaving Snowflake Mountain? And that's because after this next segment, we're going to kind of do some weird things. And it's actually faster to do the coin races later on. And you'll see why in just a bit. Alright, so we're not done with the hover. We're going to do the next Taj challenge, which is in the hovercraft. This one's a little bit more interesting than the loop. Oh dear, you missed the starting boost. Okay. So we're going to cut through here. You have to be really careful on this track. If you get too far off course, Taj can disqualify you and then you have to start over, which is a real big time loss. And we're going to touch this flag here, and that allows us to go to the right of the bridge here. If you did not touch that flag, you have a very good chance of getting disqualified. So, yeah, it's a little risky, but if you touch the flag, you should be good. You just don't want to go too slow. If you slow down, then that's really bad. So this constant turning back and forth is pretty rough on the thumbs. A lot of people say that hovercraft is their least favorite vehicle because of just how physically exhausting it is to play. But we get a little bit of a break from hover. We're gonna see it come up in a couple races, but for now, actually it's one race, I think. Yeah, we get a one race break from hover. Alright, so this is Treasure Caves, and a lot of people really hate this track. It's got like a few different strats you can do to go fast, but they're all pretty inconsistent and hard. Okay, but I got it that time. So basically, there's a lot of boost chaining in this level. So I choose to use the blue balloon here, and I'm able to make the connection there in the tunnel. Wow, I got it all 3 times. That is really hard. And the cutscene skip. Really good. It's a shame I missed one zipper. I kind of got offline a little bit, and went in between the wall and the zipper, but that happens. I actually got the connection all 3 times, which is really good. Alright, so this is Pirate Lagoon. Another track I used to hate, but actually have warmed up to it quite nicely. It's still a pretty difficult track. Probably, I would say maybe the most difficult hover track. There's a lot of really neat boost chains that you can perform. A lot of tight turns. Actually, this is a really good Pirate Lagoon. A 16-second lap is really good. And the cutscene skip. Really good. I didn't catch the time of that, but I think that was pretty good. Alright, so this is Crescent Island. The 3rd key is in this level, and we're gonna get it on the 2nd lap. Okay, so we're gonna get these bananas over here. We're just gonna sail down here to the drawbridge. In ATR runs, we run this game without the music, because music, unfortunately, generates lag. And when sailing down to that drawbridge, you can actually make it all the way down to the drawbridge. But unfortunately, with the music on, we can't do it here. We got a really good cycle with the key. The tide was up right when we were about to touch it, so that's really lucky. If you get to the key and the tide is low, then you have to kind of wait for a second for the tide to rise. Yeah, so you can make it all the way down to the bridge. You get like an insane boost off that zipper. Okay, Pipsy. Dang. Alright, so we got one more track left. Another hover track. It's called Whale Bay. and I don't find it as interesting as Pirate Lagoon, but it's still pretty cool. Oh, actually, we're not supposed to restart there. That's another one that you can just watch, but it's no big deal. So at the start there, CPUs can give you a hard time by blocking you from that zipper. So we're gonna get all those bananas on the ship there. You want to try not to clip onto the ship, but it's really difficult. Dang. Missed that balloon. We're gonna have to get the connection here, otherwise it's gonna be a slow ending. Okay. And the cutscene skip. Excellent. Alright, so now we're gonna do Bubbler. I like Bubbler, but it's pretty rough. It's a lot of snaking, and yeah, it can be pretty rough. And if you don't get the starting boost here, you can get quite the headache, because the traps that Bubbler lays are really annoying. Alright, so this is kind of the only example that you're going to see of us consciously stacking the boosts. And the reason for this is because boosting in the hovercraft is kind of weird. There's kind of a sweet spot on when to cut the boost. And it's pretty difficult to hit. So instead of doing it 3 times every lap, we just get one big boost, and then you only have to find that sweet spot once. Okay, we're gonna restart the console. And now, this is where we get into a little bit of shenanigans. So first thing we're going to do is, when we get back into the game, we're going to do the last Tosh challenge, which is in the plane. And this one's actually pretty tricky. Lots of tight maneuvering with the barrel rolls. Okay, 22-second first lap is a little rough. But as long as we don't bonk, that should be good. Okay, 100. It's pretty good.
Hello, bye-bye for now.
You could go a little harder, but a bonk in the plane is pretty devastating. You could lose probably about 5 seconds, so 100 is fine. I'll take it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the trophy race for Dino Domain. And And we're actually going to do this quite a few times, and you'll see why in just a bit. But there's something very special that we can do in this trophy race. Oh, nice double there. And look, and thankfully we don't have to worry about cutscene skips here because we are in the trophy race. So we gotta kind of get a break from that. Okay, this is pretty good. Pretty good first lap. It's not too bad. You can go faster, but sub 22 is fine. This is a nice jump. Oh, I'm not sure if I should have missed that. I felt like I hit that zipper, but that's fine. Okay. A lot of lag there because of the CPUs, so I couldn't really get a good jump there. Okay, 101. Pretty good. Okay, so after this race is when we're gonna start to see some weird things. Okay, so the next track is Hot Tub Volcano, and you already know that we can go out of bounds. So, we're gonna go out of bounds here. And there's a mysterious loading zone underneath the starting line. And it takes us to Dragon Forest. Oddly enough. Now, the game still thinks that we're in the trophy race. We never finished it. We still have one more race to finish. So we just temporarily suspended it for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the minigame here, and we're going to win this minigame. And we're actually going to do a pretty hard strat here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it, but we'll try. Okay, so far so good. We need Crunch to get hit here, and he doesn't, so we gotta abort. So this is the typical strat, is just camping this red balloon here on the beach. We kind of got bad RNG there. We needed Crunch to get hit instead. That's no big deal. Okay, so we win the minigame. And then we get this cutscene. But now we're going to go back into the minigame, and we're going to intentionally lose the minigame. So I'm just gonna hit myself with mines here. Alright. And we get 4th place. And now the game thinks that we're finished the trophy. So it gives us a trophy. And 3 first place finishes and a 4th place automatically gives you the gold trophy. And so you're probably wondering, well, like, why didn't you get the trophy on the first race? And that's because when you win the minigame, the TT Amulet cutscene takes precedence. So that's why we got that first. And we left here without doing the coin challenges, and we're already here, so we might as well finish up these coin challenges. Alright, so treasure caves, still really difficult. Yeah, see, we didn't get the connection there. That connection is like insanely hard. Alright, let's see if we can get it on the first lap. That'd be really nice. Lots of traffic in the way. Okay. I probably could have grabbed that zipper. I slowed down quite a bit. But it's okay. We got the cutscene skip. So now we're gonna do Pirate Lagoon coins. Alright, so unfortunately gotta skip the zipper and a few bananas to get the coins out of the way here. We're gonna be getting pretty much all the coins on the first lap, or we're gonna try to anyway. Okay, so now we can just race. Got a little bit stuck there in the zipper. You want to try and hit these zippers at like perfectly perpendicular so that you don't get stuck. It's really difficult. Oof, almost got bumped right into that oil slick. That would have been tragic. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I'm happy with that. Alright, Crescent Island. So we're gonna go to the right here on the first lap because there's one coin here. And we can also pick up a couple bananas as well, so it's a win-win. There's a coin right here. And there's a coin on the top deck here, which we will never see again. Alright, and then the last two coins are on the regular path here to the left, so we are good to go now. Oof. Didn't quite get that turn. Still got 21.93 though, which is a pretty good lap. Okay, I got lucky there. These CPUs are all in my way. Okay, let's get this cutscene skip this time. There we go. Okay. Whale Bay. Okay, let's try to get the zipper this time. Okay, no one blocking my path, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna get this coin, but I'm gonna go on the ship. Try to get some bananas. Okay. It's good I got the connection, but I unfortunately missed that coin. So that one's pretty difficult to get, so hopefully we get it. We're gonna just drop down right on that coin. Okay, this is not good. I'm gonna take this last lap really safe. I need to get that coin. If I don't get the coin and I finish the race, then I'd have to restart. Okay. Alright. Bit of a rough ending, but that's okay. Alright, so now we're going to do Bubbler 2. Which is not as fun as Bubbler 1. They nerfed one blue balloon. And now Bubbler drops bubbles instead of spike balls. Or the mines, whatever they're called. And if you get caught in a bubble, you float up for like 5 seconds and you lose all your speed. It's probably one of the most devastating traps you could fall into. So hopefully you don't fall into one. Okay, got a little bit of an assist from the tree there. I almost missed that balloon. Yeah, came really close to that bubble there. They're everywhere on the third lap, so... Okay. And once again, restart the console. And we're restarting the console to skip some cutscenes. But also, we're planning on leaving that world right after, so it's better to just restart the console, because when we go back into our file, we're going to be back in the overworld, so it works out. So we have no more vehicle challenges, but I do need to talk to Taj and switch the plane. And we're going to go back to Dino Domain, and we're going to do the exact same thing we just did in the previous segment. It's a trick called trophy storage, because we're basically suspending the trophy state and using it to get trophy in another world. Actually, I'm not sure if I made that clear, but when we got the trophy, I got the trophy for Sherbet Island and not for Dino Domain. And this works out because Dino Domain is the fastest trophy. It's got all the shortest tracks, pretty much. So, doing trophy storage is much faster than doing the trophy races for each world. Alright, so this stuff we've all seen before, so I'm not gonna... This would be like a good time for donations. .58 is insanely good. That's really good time. Okay, so we're gonna hit up the loading zone again, and we're gonna warp out of Hot Tub Volcano. There's actually 3 different warps that you can get. So the first one we got was Dragon Car, which is the most common. It's about 80% of the time. But there are 2 others that you can get that are about 10% each. And we just get Dragon Car. That's totally fine. No surprises. Alright, so now we're going to go to Snowflake Mountain, which we have yet to finish. And we're also going to go to the minigame here as well. It's another battle-style minigame. And there's a cool strat that you can do here that I'm going to try to get. And we got it. Okay. So like I said in Fire Mountain, if you move the same way every time, the CPUs should behave the same. And so we found a way where if you do those particular movements, everybody will just come to the top one by one. And you're able to just pick them off real quickly. If you don't get that strat, this level can be an absolute nightmare. Alright, so now we're just going to intentionally lose, as we did before. And now we have our trophy for Snowflake Mountain. And it looks like it's in Dino Domain, but it's in Snowflake Mountain. Alright, now we're just going to continue on with the coin challenges here, and we have one of the hardest coin challenges in the game, Frosty Village. Wow. Tip Top, thank you very much for stealing all of my bananas. Okay. So, start of this is pretty rough. Alright, I'm gonna skip that coin there in the corner, because I want the bananas instead. But we will get that later. Okay, that coin is really hard to get without touching the water. Okay. I kinda... Something weird happened there. I don't know if like a wheel clipped into the ground or something, but... I kinda took off at a weird angle. Alright, so this should be the last coin. Everybody in the way. I feel like a lot of people kind of underestimate the role of the CPUs in this game. Just because we blow right by them, but they can actually cause a lot of problems. And it just shaves, you know, seconds off your race time. Alright. So we're gonna go right here, because there's a coin here that we need to get. You also pick up some bananas, which is nice. Now I'm gonna pick up these 2 coins in the valley here on the first lap, which might seem slow, but from now on I can just boost right into the valley. Okay, that was really close. I sailed right over that snowball. That was really lucky. Okay, this was really good. And the cutscene skip. Excellent. Really good, Snowball Valley. Alright. Everfrost Peak coins. So I'm kind of just gonna like mix it up. Go for bananas, go for coins. Alright. First lap wasn't too bad. The boost in the tunnel was a little weird. I think I got like a little bit of lag there. Okay. Unfortunately missing that balloon. And that zipper. That's really rough. That's the worst mistake you could probably make on this track. Aside from balking. That mistake's not terrible. There's a lot of backups in this track, which is nice. There we go. I paused really early there, but that's okay. Was able to buffer it. Alright, Walrus Cove coins. The coin placement on this track, you know, it gives you a lot of options on like how to tackle getting these coins. I'm gonna leave a lot of these coins for later, for when the CPU is around. Just because some of the coins require me to miss zippers, and I'd rather miss zippers when CPU are around, and you know, it's okay if I bump into them. So like that coin, I'm gonna skip. And now I just gotta remember to get them on the last lap here. So there's 2 coins that I need. And I'll meet up with the CPUs here. So I'm gonna get this zipper, but I'm gonna skip that one. Get that coin. Get this coin. And now we're good. Okay, good. I'm not sure if any other DKR runner chooses to go for the coins in that particular way. But logically, I feel like that works the best for me. Alright, so now we got Bluey the Walrus, and this track is not as fun as Bluey 1. They nerfed, like, almost all of the blue balloons. So you can't go as fast on this track, unfortunately. Which just means more snaking. So they got rid of that balloon, they got rid of the balloon at the start, right next to the cave. They kept this one though. And this one. But they got rid of the one at the very end. So I'm still going to try to do the bounce off the wall here. There we go. And we'll reset the console. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the Dino Trophy again, but we're going to actually finish it this time because we have not actually finished it. And I'm not going to switch vehicles this time because we are going to be going to Dragon Forest after this. And we're going to warp into it. And the warp is about an 80% chance. Well, technically it's 90% chance that we'll end up in Dragon Forest. So it doesn't make sense to switch vehicles. And once again, we've already seen these tracks before, so this would be a good time for donations. Okay. Get out of the way. That would have been so good. CPUs, man. I'm telling you. Okay. 102. Could have been much better if the CPUs didn't get in the way, but you just roll with it. I wish I had a few more bananas than this. So the bananas, they increase your top speed and acceleration. And they max out when you get 10 bananas. So it's important to get 10 bananas, you know, as quickly as possible. In most cases. Sometimes there's not enough bananas on a track, or like they're all really out of the way, so it's not really worth it. But for the most part, you want to route in getting bananas at the start. Okay, so... Oh wow, we missed it. That's okay, we got it back up here. We're gonna try to get out here. No, we're not. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Especially because we didn't get any bananas. Oh, we'll just do it the easy way here. There we go. This track is actually deceivingly hard. I think more so just for, like, once you get out of bounds, it's not too bad. But that inbound section, trying to get those bananas and that clip is actually deceivingly difficult. That's okay. Okay, so we got our Dino Domain trophy, and now we're gonna do the exact same thing again. And this will be for our Dragon Forest trophy. So once again, good time for donations.
Fossil Canyon.
Rough lap. Ugh, that tree. Okay. That False Canyon was pretty rough, 105.
Jungle Falls.
That was dicey. Probably shouldn't have went for that. Alright. So now we're going to do the warp again. And let's see what warp we get. And Dragon Car again, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Alright, so we're not going to do the minigame this time. A, we don't have the key. B, even if we did have the key, losing that minigame would take forever. So we're just going to do the shortest track here, which is Haunted Woods. And we're going to do a bad job of it too, because we missed the starting boost. And now all these people are in my way. Yikes. Okay, 21-second first lap is really rough. We're gonna blame that on the CPU though. Yikes, rough. Alright, so now we got our Dragon Force trophy. And now we're gonna do the Dragon Force tracks. Starting with Windmill Plains. Now Windmill Plains has an out of bounds clip. And many people will say it's probably the hardest trick in the game. So let's hopefully get it. Okay, got out of bounds. Trick's not over yet though. It is really easy to lose control and go back in bounds. And on this track, that would be devastating. Alright, almost there. Okay. Good. Glad we got through that. We will have to do that trick again. But at least we get a bit of a breather until then. Now this is Greenwood Village. I would say it's a runner favorite. A lot of people really like this track. And I remember in my casual playthroughs, despite it being one of the harder tracks, I actually really enjoyed this track as well. Wow, 23.95 is a really good first lap. Dang. I was trying to go for the blue balloon there, and I turned at the wrong time and got caught up in the wall there. Yeah, that S-spin at the end there. I remember that turn being really difficult, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Dang. Alright. Next track. Boulder Canyon. This is a hover track, and I actually really like this track as well. And this track has the final key that we are going to see. Ooh, that was a good bump. Alright. Well, we're gonna get the key on the second lap. That was actually a really good boost. I was not expecting to get that far. Alright, so we got our 10 bananas. Lap was a little rough, but it's alright. We're gonna get the key now. We're gonna ring this bell. And I'm just gonna boost straight at the key. Oh, okay, that was strange. Dang, I did it again. Alright, I imagine we'll get hammered by lag here. Yeah. Whenever the CPUs are around, it's really tough to get a good boost into the castle here. Oh wow, just got wrecked by the log. Okay. Oh, I was worried I was gonna miss that cutscene skip because of bumper. Alright, and now we got Haunted Woods once more. Gotta do the balloon race for this. And we need a little redemption. That last Haunted Woods was not so hot. Alright, this is already off to a better start. Okay, got 11 bananas. Got the connection. Okay. Pretty good start. That connection is really tough to make. Let's go. Dang. That could have been really good. I'll settle with the 47 though. Except I forgot the cutscene skip. Oh dear. Alright. So now... this is a big moment here. So... on April 1st, April Fool's Day of this year, Sweeter was messing around in this track, trying to find an out of bounds. And people have searched for a long time, and it was believed that there was no way. But on April 1st, Sweener found a way out. Absolutely insane. So that track, on average, would take me 1 minute and 21 seconds, and I just finished it in 56. Sweener is an absolute legend.
Excellent.
Absolute legend.
Try my new challenge. Collect all the silver coins from my
So,
world.
yeah, that's the newest trick that was found for this game.
Travel and win.
And found on April 1st of all days. Alright, so now we're going to do the minigame here. And the point of this minigame is to collect 10 bananas and bring them back to your chest. But you can only pick up 2 at a time. Now I need to complete this first cycle really quickly, otherwise I run the risk of getting shot here. Okay. We're good. Oop, too far. Again, too much speed. This is okay. As long as we didn't get shot at the beginning, that's like the worst thing you could do in this level. So, we're fine. Alright, so now we just completed the TT Amulet. That's going to allow us to get into Wizpig 2, the final boss, later on. And now we're back to silver coins, and we got a tough one coming up. Windmill Plains coins. So we're gonna do kind of a weird strat where we get half the coins, go out of bounds, and then get the other half of the coins on the last lap. It's very difficult. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we got out of bounds. Okay, don't go back in bounds, please. Okay. A little sketchy. I think we're back. We're back to the program here. Alright, so I'm gonna turn around here and then I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna go back in bounds. Get that coin. And here's the last one. And the cutscene skip. Okay. That strat is insanely hard. Really, really hard. So I'm really glad I got that. I feel like I should have got that balloon, but that's fine. Alright, gonna get that stupid coin there. In that secret tunnel that no one takes because it's not faster at all. Actually, there's two kind of like secret parts of this level, and neither of them are faster, so you don't see them ever. Hello, mine. Oof, that was really close too. Okay, so now we need to play cleanup and get all these coins. There's one more here. Okay. Okay, good. Got the cutscene skip this time. It's always good. And now, Boulder Canyon coins. This is a pretty nice coin race, so all the coins are in very fair positions. Not really trying to pull a fast one on you on this one. Okay, so there's a coin back there. I'm gonna skip it, opting for these bananas instead. So now I have 10 for the rest of the race. And we got one coin left. Right, I just talked about it. It's at the very end. Okay, so we're gonna go to the outside here. Easy. Okay. And now let's get the cutscene skip. Good. Decent Boulder Canyon coins. Alright, so Haunted Woods. I'm also going to use kind of a weird strat for this one as well. I'm going to intentionally skip a few coins until the very end, where I kind of meet up with the CPUs. We will get those though. So those are the two coins we can't forget, but we'll get them on the last lap there. Okay, don't forget the coins. Don't forget the coins. There's 1 and 2. There we go. And the skip. That's good. That's a good Dragon 2 segment. It's pretty good. Got all the skips, and none of the races were particularly bad, so that's good. And now we got to do this trick again.
If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize.
This trick is actually tough. I'm really glad I got it first try on the first time. So we'll see if we can get it first try the second time. Okay, good. We're out of bounds. That's all I want. We can pretty much just ignore that. That's not an actual wrong way. This is gonna be another 56. Alright. Excellent. Excellent. So we're gonna reset the console. We're done with Dragon. We've done everything in Dragon. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to do WizPig 1, and then from there we move on to Future Funland. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Taj because we have to switch vehicles. You can't get to WizPig 1 unless you're in the plane. So we gotta switch. Alright, WizPig 1. I hate this race. This race is really brutal. With the music, with the rain effect, this race is so laggy. You can get really crappy boosts off the zippers, and you can just drop inputs all the time. So, hopefully, we can get out of here relatively unscathed. You don't want to fall into the water pits. That'd be the worst thing you could do. Ah! That lap was so good. We just got a little bit out of control. We carried a lot of speed through there. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is the worst thing you could do in this level. Luckily, we're really far ahead, so we're not really in danger of getting past. Okay. It happens. Alright, so we're gonna reset. You don't want to reset after you cross the finish line like other bosses, because unlike with those bosses, the game doesn't save until that cutscene starts. Whereas in the other bosses, the game saves right when you cross the finish line, like a frame after you cross the finish line. So you don't want to reset early, otherwise you have to do WizPig 1 all over again. Bad Tosh Bonk. Always gotta have one in your run. Alright, so now we're going to Future Funland. And this place is very special. There's no interim boss in between the balloon races and the coin races. And that allows us to do some pretty cool things. So the first track up is Space Dust Alley, widely regarded as the hardest track in the game. And it's a plane track, it's inbounds, and we'll see what happens. There's lots of areas to bonk on and lose numerous seconds. but when done correctly, this race is incredibly satisfying. Okay, decent first lap. Unfortunately missed. Oh wow, I even had my balloon taken away. Alright, so that's pretty unfortunate. But still no bonk. I would take that over a harsh bonk any day. Okay, good save. I had a really awkward angle there. Alright, so when I do the cutscene skip here, if I get it, I'm going to restart the race. Now, because there's no interim boss, as soon as you beat the balloon race, the coin race is active. The only problem is that there's a balloon door that is preventing you from getting inside. But by getting the cutscene skip and restarting the race, it actually spits you right into the coin race. And this saves some time in overworld movement. So it's important that we get these skips. Okay, so far this is really good. Got a little stuck there, but it's fine. These boulders. Okay. So there's one coin over here. Okay. What are we doing? Yikes, it's a pretty bad mistake. Okay, last coin is here. And we got the cutscene skip. Okay, a little bit of a hiccup, but no big deal. Alright, so now we're on to Dark Moon Caverns. I personally love this track, but a lot of people really don't like this track. This track is one of the harder, maybe the hardest car track in the game. Oh dear, okay. I will say this track is really difficult with the music on. This is another one of those tracks where music really affects how you play this track. You can like just clip through balloons. A lot of your inputs kind of drop sometimes. Alright, that was a pretty good lap though. Again, with these loops, I'm hugging the right side of the wall. Gonna hit the mine, because why not? And this cutscene skip is really difficult to get. It's like impossible to buffer. You pretty much have to first frame it. Really difficult. So we'll have to come back and do the coin race for that later. Alright, so we're actually gonna leave right now. because we still have to get the trophy for Future Funland. And the reason why we're getting it now is because after we finished Dark Moon Cavern, we just unlocked Spaceport Alpha. And that's the fastest track in Future Funland. So, and that's the track we'll be using to get our trophy. So we've seen this like 5 times now, so this would be a good opportunity for donations. Get out of the way. Okay. So 101. It's pretty good. There's a few mistakes there, but none of them were super bad. Good first lap. How did I miss that balloon? Okay. Okay. Alright, so now one more time, we are going to do the warp here. I think I was too low. Okay, come on. Thank you. Dragon car all 4 times. It is an 80% chance, like I said. Okay, so we're going back to Future Funland, and we're going to do Spaceport Alpha. And the reason why we're doing this track is because on the Japanese version, there is a out of bounds clip that we can do. So we're gonna get the shields, get the balloon, and we're out of bounds. So this is only available on the Japanese version. There is a little texture missing on that, I don't know, column? I don't know what exactly it is. But yeah. it was patched on all other versions of the game. Alright, so we got our trophy. And now we gotta do Spaceport Alpha 2 more times. Well, hopefully 2 more times in a row. We do have to get the skip. So get the shields, get the balloon. Easy every time. Okay, so let's try to get the skip here. Ah. Alright, so I'll have to come back and get that one too. And now we have to do Star City. Oh dear, we drifted the wrong way. That's fine. This is a bad angle. Okay. Good save. Easily could have bonked there. Falling off this bridge is the worst thing you could do in this track. To get back on the bridge, you'd have to go right back to the start of the bridge. So definitely don't want to do that. Okay. Want to get this balloon so that we can change these here. Wow, I'm missing all the skips here in Future Fun Land. These are the most important too. Alright, so now we're going back to Dark Moon Caverns. Oof. Okay. Going a little fast. Oh dear. Okay. That's actually not too bad, because I do need to get these coins. If you miss one of those coins all 3 times and you go through the loop, then it's impossible to go back and get those coins. And you have to restart the race. So it's good that we at least got those coins out of the way. This lag is killing me though, holy moly. Okay, we got 1 coin left. I believe it's in the laser part here. Yeah. Okay. Good last lap. Good last lap. Whew. That was really nice. And we got the skip. Thank you. Alright, now into Space 4 Alpha. This track has a similar strategy to Windmill Plains. And it's also very difficult, so... let's try to get it. We need to get in front of these guys. Okay, a lot of lag on the clip. But we're out. And the reason why we're doing this actually maximizes the time spent out of bounds. So overall, it is faster. Where are we? Okay. We want to watch out for these lasers. Okay, I thought I was gonna get hit there. Okay, good. Got one more race left before the boss.
Star City.
Star City coins. Alright. Getting that coin in that zipper is kind of risky. Okay, very good start. Ah, and we ruined it. Oh well. At least we got all the coins, though. Now we can just relax. I try to get the shield there and use it, because on the second lap there's typically a trap there right in front of the zipper, so it was good that I was able to grab it. Okay. Okay. A little bit of redemption there. Alright. This is it. This is the last race. This is WizPig 2. We're actually making really good time. This is going to be like a 150. If we don't mess this up... Okay. So, we are in the plane, as you can see, and there is an out-of-bounds clip on this one as well. So, let's not mess this up. Finish strong. We're gonna hold on to this balloon. And we are out of bounds. A little low here, I'm gonna gain some altitude. This might be wrong way. Okay, we're fine. 150.41. That's a really good time. That's a really good time. Alright, that's it. That's Diddy Kong Racing 100%. Alright, so I think this video has already taken up enough of your time. So I just want to leave off by saying thank you very much for watching and for considering Diddy Kong Racing to be a part of the GDQ schedule this year. The Diddy Kong Racing community has always been very active, especially today, or these days. We've got lots of tournaments going on, lots of exhibition races, and time trials has actually been blowing up and been very active in that section. So I think there's a lot of people that would like to see a return of Diddy Kong Racing to the GDQ stage. So yeah, once again, I'm Trident Tail. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.